Hi, I'm Kay Warren, and I want to welcome you to the Foundation study on the afterlife. I'll be teaching all 4 sessions of this study. I'm really glad you've chosen to do this important study in your small group. Which section of the newspaper do you read first? The front page, business, sports, accent? Well, I'd like to suggest that the most important section in the newspaper is the one that's the most ignored. It's in the back, it's in small type, it's the obituaries. I know one older man who reads this first, and if his name isn't there, he knows it's going to have a great day. And that's Rick's dad. He used to do that all the time. For most of us, death is something we'd rather ignore. Even as believers, we don't want to be thought of as pie-in-the-sky thinkers. We want to be firmly rooted in the here and now. How many of you have ever called a friend over for coffee and started your conversation by, let's talk about death? I mean, they might wonder what you put in their coffee. But the truth is that one of the keys to having a healthy perspective on life is knowing the real truth about death. There's a great deal more interest in the afterlife today than there was only a few years ago. In the 1990s, 70 million Americans turned 50, and there might just be a little bit of a connection there. Well, why are we studying this? Well, first, the Bible has a lot to say about it. It's a subject that God obviously wants us to understand. And secondly, other people have a lot to say about it. Everyone has an opinion about death and heaven and hell. Many of the people you hear confidently talk about the afterlife have no clue as to what they're saying. They're just making it up. Maybe you've even gotten your ideas of the afterlife from the pop psychology of bestsellers and talk shows. Or maybe you've developed your own philosophy. It's your own personal philosophy about death. Well, the stark truth is that it doesn't really matter what an actress like Shirley MacLaine or a talk show host like Oprah Winfrey or a person like you or me thinks. I mean, who are you going to trust? Jesus or a movie star? Your guesses or God's truth?